Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to We Are Not Entertained. Sorry we're a little bit late on this one. A lot of stuff happened this week. I'm Brock Norton.
I'm Tommy Haley.
And Tommy, what better way to kick off Wayne than some explosions, big booms, and lots of death. Lots of death. Oh my god, the amount of death.
Are you talking about FMW?
I am talking about FMW in this most recent episode of Dark Side of the Ring. Tommy, first, before we dive into it, what were your thoughts?
Well, I didn't really finish it. I thought it was like, I was just, okay, this is very intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like, showed like, how the highest of highs, how it, basically came to be, how popular it was. Actually, it rivaled, I'm not mistaken, they said it rivaled like New Japan and All Japan.
Yes.
In popularity. But like other than that, I thought it was pretty good. Although I was like, that's interesting that, the Yakuza that's the Japanese mafia.
I know who it is.
The Yakuza got involved. Which I'm like, oh, so that's how they're affording all this.
Well, that came into later.
That came in later, but still, even though, like,
yeah.
When Sabu said, like, they had, like, their own, like, thing with a bunch of empty chairs, I'm like, yeah, they're still, funding this.
Yeah. The thing that I didn't know while watching it, so I had heard of FMW before, I knew a little bit about them. What I didn't know was how over Onita was before he started FMW.
Yeah, wasn't he in...
Either All Japan or New Japan. I don't remember off the top of my head now.
I think he was in both, actually.
It could have been. And
I think he started in All Japan with Giant Baba.
Could be.
And then went to New Japan with Inoki and all that. And then he got injured. Because remember, he said he was a high flyer, and then he got injured.
Yeah, and that was the first time I saw the injury.
That's like a freak thing. Like,
so, let's go ahead and dive into it and explain So let's go ahead and say the major players. So obviously there was Onita.
The creator of FMW.
Mm-hmm. There's also...
Funk.
No, I wasn't going to say him. Chris Jericho.
There's Jericho.
Yeah. There was Sabu!
There's Funk.
Terry Funk.
There's Terry Funk.
And Mick Foley. You egg-sucking dog.
And then...
I'm going to kick your ass!
And then, who's the other guy? The other Japan guy.
Oh. Now that you meant Ricky something.
I don't remember what it was. They had two guys. They had, obviously, Onita.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I forgot the other guy's name.
Ricky something. And then they also had the daughter of Hayabusa.
Yeah, they had the daughter of Hayabusa.
And then the daughter of the ring announcer. I don't remember his name, though.
I don't remember. He ended up becoming,
the owner.
The owner of FMW. And,
yeah, we'll get to that. But, Tommy, was this your first time seeing any FMW action before?
I think it actually was. I think this was actually the first time I've seen, like, FMW. I remember, like, I didn't realize that the first ever exploding ring match was a women's match, which I'm like, yeah, this is a mistake that I'm eating right now. I was eating dinner when when Mick Foley was talking about them screaming, their like all those blood curdling screams. I'm like, skin peeling and all that shit. I'm like, ew, that's gross. I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, that's some... Wow, okay.
Yeah, it started out as shoot fighting between Onita and a martial arts expert? I think?
Well, that's all they knew. That's what they said that's all they knew how to do, is just kick the shit out of you.
So it was literally shoot fighting. Which... Oh, Lord, man. That's just
crazy.
And the women were shoot fighting too. There was that footage of the girl just getting the crap kicked out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Which was...
But he said this is when he went over to the States, it's like stuff like that gets a reaction from people.
What he was referring to
What he was referring to was that out like the concession stand fight or whatever.
the Tupelo concession stand brawl in the Memphis territory, which that's different than what the hell Onita did.
Right, but still, he brought up a good point. It said like stuff like that gets people fired the hell up, and then like it gives them an emotional attachment to a match like that.
There's a reason why they did it like that, though. That only happened, well, when they weren't trying to hotshot the territory because it was in trouble. They only did that like once, maybe every 7 years, and that's it.
But when he did that, two below concession stand fight,
which was
when they were out there, where he got
a third one, and
where he got kicked in the face at the lady with the heel, I think something clicked for him. He's like, man, people really like this kind of stuff.
Well, people like it when they believe.
That's why people liked ECW during the 90s, and certain people.
I don't know if that's why they like ECW.
I know, but still, you get the point. People like to see extreme stuff because it gives them an emotional reaction. Like, holy shit, this dude almost fucking died. That's awesome.
I equate it to two dogs effing on the side of the road.
Or,
you can't look away.
Although boys seeing like a giant rock and be like, ooh, that's a nice looking rock.
Yeah. Like, that's how I feel like.
It's like watching a train wreck. And you want to look away, but you just keep watching it.
That's how I feel about ECW and FMW as well. And to some part, even a little bit of AEW as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Bucks, Lucha Brothers, that was just a train wreck. Spot fest, and you know it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to FMW.
So I stopped around the part where they were talking about the ring announcer taking control of FMW.
Okay. So you had gotten to where Onita retired.
So I got to the point where Onita retired.
And Hayabusa was not drawing crowds.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
I was to that point. And then it was talking about the Yakuza, selling, taking their house, I don't remember if it was Hayabusa or the ring announcer's house.
Ring announcers.
I think it was the ring announcer's house. It's
yep.
I'm like...
Which, his daughter spoke...
fluent English?
Yeah. Where the Hayabusa's daughter did not. So it's one of those...
I think they had to move state... I think for her, the ring announcer's daughter, I think they moved stateside.
I don't know.
I'm probably wrong about that. But the Hayabusa's daughter stayed in Japan.
That one was fairly obvious, but I don't know if...
See, I don't know. I don't really want to get into that. I don't
know if it's a regional thing either. Maybe.
Although I think, if I'm not mistaken,
one was in Tokyo, one was not.
Schools there, they teach English. I don't know. I'm trying to.
I don't know, but she spoke it fluently, which.
Yeah, she spoke pretty fluent English, which was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Of course, there was a little thick.
The accent was there, and there were some words that she struggled with. But you could say that about Americans as well. There are certain words that Americans struggle with in English. Mm-hmm. That's why I say
there's certain ethnicities that always struggle with certain words.
That's why I say there's a difference between English and American.
Yeah, as much as I'm going on track, it's the guy, Penta is not just doing English anymore. They have some guy just
he's
which is
it makes sense.
It makes hella sense, and it's actually working really well. It's actually kind of cool.
But see, that's when you need a manager. Wow, go figure. Anyway,
he's not technically a manager. He's more like a translator.
He's a mouthpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
So manager, mouthpiece, they work the same. It's the same thing that Sonny Ono did back in the 90s in Japan. Or for the Japanese wrestlers for WCW. Which, God. They need to do a Dark Side of the Ring on Sonny Ono.
They might, actually.
They need to.
So, other than that, I really enjoyed it.
So the end.
So what happened at the end? Because I stopped around like the 45.
The ring announcer hangs himself.
Okay,
in
you know
a
what?
tree
Actually, hold on.
next to a school.
Wait. I actually got up to that point, and then I stopped watching.
Yeah, like next to a schoolyard, which
I was like, damn.
Yeah. Good God. And then my question was, who found him? Was it a teacher? Was it a student? Was it just some dude in his car?
Probably all three of them.
Oh man.
Well, I think what his daughter said was, the daughter of the ring announcer said it was like he had a debt with like the Yakuza.
Yeah.
And he couldn't pay it, so he kind of took
the coward's way
out. So like, but like as Onita
said,
right? As Onita said, in the Yakuza, like they're like, okay, he's dead. You have to pay for it now.
Yep.
Which I'm like, okay, that's pretty odd. Pretty sure that every mafia does it. Not every mafia, I take that back.
Whoa, do you have extensive knowledge on this, Tommy?
No, I mean I've watched The Sopranos.
Covering up for something.
I'm pretty sure this happened during The Sopranos.
You're covering something up, and I know it. We'll get to this eventually.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
Why is your nickname the Made Man, Tommy? Anyway,
So what happened after? So I got up to the point where like he hanged himself, and his wife and then widow, and daughter are like having to pay off the Yakuza. So what happened after that?
Onita said that he was a coward and a bitch, basically.
So I got up to that point, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go to work.
Yeah. Then that was pretty much it. They said that FMW pretty much died after that.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about Hayabusa being paralyzed and then dying in 2016, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And then just saying that FMW's been revived. That's pretty much all they said. It was very rushed, I feel like.
That's it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like Darkseid is always going to have that one episode where it's like, kind of like a blip on the screen.
That one wasn't a blip. I was engaged with it. Next week.
Which one's next week?
Johnny K-9's next week.
Johnny K-9's like, what are they doing Luna?
I think it's after Johnny K-9.
So they're doing the steroid trial after. Like the very last episode.
The ones that I know for sure that we have left are Johnny K-9, Luna, XPW, and the steroid trial. I know that we have those still for sure. So that's 4. We've been through 3. I don't remember if there's 7 or 8 in this run here at all.
So next is Johnny K-9.
Uh-huh.
Then it's Luna Vachon.
Uh-huh.
Then XPW, and then the steroid trial.
So there's 4 left. So there's 7 in this series.
What's XPW?
The West Coast version of ECW, just with more porn stars and such.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one. Speaking of fun things that are slightly rushed, Tommy, the WWE held a draft.
We have to talk about this.
Yes, because otherwise this is a 13-minute episode.
Fuck. Okay, fine.
So, WWE held their draft.
Can I say something first?
Yeah.
So like you said, the WWE hosted the draft, which before all this used to be the Superstar Shakeup.
Well, and even before that, it was still the draft.
It's true. But then they got away from it for a bit, did the Superstar Shakeup deal and all that.
Well, no. So it went the last draft, 2011, then the brand split happened again.
No, they did the draft
in 2016, and then they did trades, basically. Superstar Shakeup. It was still basically the draft, but this one they made it feel like an actual draft.
They made it feel like an actual draft, but here's the funny thing about it. So they had the pool of talent from SmackDown and Raw available on certain nights.
Yeah, which
I'm like, okay, that's weird as fuck. But okay.
Whatever.
But these draft picks don't take place
or don't take
effect until after Crown Jewel.
Meaning, we gotta switch the titles.
Which makes zero fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're gonna have these take effect after Crown Jewel, why not just do it after Crown Jewel?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
That makes zero sense.
Do we have the official ratings for Monday?
I have no idea.
Okay. Because that was a really good Monday night game.
I know I'm gonna go off topic, but how the fuck does a dome stadium have a lightning delay?
We'll talk about that in BTT, Tommy.
I know I'm getting off topic, but that made no sense.
I know. I'm fully with you on that one. Anyway, Tommy, go ahead and give us the members that have been drafted.
So we are going from the 2 nights of the draft days.
Yep, so...
SmackDown had night 1.
Oh, so you're splitting it up night 1?
Yeah.
Not just say it all together?
No.
Okay.
Do night 1 picks and then
That's
night
fine.
2 picks.
And then we'll review each night. That works. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, on October the 1st... Where the hell is it? I lost it. No, I found it.
Yay, Tommy.
So on night 1, which was October the 1st, so last Friday.
Yep.
Round 1, SmackDown had the first pick, and go figure, they took Roman Reigns.
The big dog!
No, he's the tribal chief now, sir.
Oh, that's right. The head of the table.
And then
Acknowledge me.
with Raw's first pick, they selected Big E.
Smart pick that the world champion should go first.
And then this is where it's like... Okay, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, then it got kind of weird.
It kind of got weird. It's that Charlotte Flair got drafted at SmackDown.
Which,
right now, as of this recording...
She is
the current Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah.
And then...
Okay, whatever.
And then with Raw's second pick of round 1, they selected Bianca Belair.
Who is not a champion.
Who is a non-champion. But she does have a match with Sasha Banks and Becky at Crown Jewel, which is the only women's match of that card, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
I told you there'd be one. But, okay.
So then, round 2 happens.
So Sasha's winning that. I mean, not to spoil what happens later, but Sasha's winning.
Probably going to win that, yes.
Like, she has to. The other 2... Spoilers, the other 2 were drafted to Raw.
I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So round 2, SmackDown picked Drew McIntyre, which is cool. He gets a nice little refresh, and he can feud with Roman.
He did say he'd never challenged for the WWE title ever again. Never said he would never challenge for the Universal title. Logically makes sense.
I mean, we do need a fresh feud, this would actually be. To be fair, this actually would be very, very interesting.
It'd be a good... I mean, their Survivor Series match a few years ago... Or, what was it, a year ago?
They had a WrestleMania match.
They also had a Survivor Series match when they were both world champions. Might have been last year.
I thought it was the triple threat, the Shield, and then him, Corbin, and Big Show.
Well, they've done several.
Or Strowman. I don't remember who it was.
Bobby Lashley, Baron
Corbin, and Drew. That's the tag. Yep, that was the 3-man.
Anyway, continue.
So then Raw selects the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro. That's the team of Randy Orton and Matthew Riddle.
What the hell did you call him? No, his name is Riddle.
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 I don't know why.
What the hell are you saying? Who? I don't know who that man is.
Sorry, that kind of slipped out. And then WWE did it again to us. They split the New Day again. They didn't make them a trio. They made them a tag team again. So Kofi and Xavier are on SmackDown now. They're not on Raw anymore.
Which?
I thought they were on SmackDown. When they split them up first, I thought they were on SmackDown.
No, they were on Raw and Big E was on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right, because they gave him an IC title run on SmackDown.
Yep.
And then with Raw's final pick in the second round, they selected Edge.
Which...
It's almost time to refresh refresh that storyline, if you know what I'm talking about.
God, I don't... Beyond the feud with Seth, who the fuck is he going to feud with?
He's part-timer.
I know. No, he's been doing, full-time angles, but just on the pay-per-views wrestling.
Right, but, you notice how he's back on TV because he's going to be at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, he's been back when there's a pay-per-view coming up. And a
certain pay-per-views. SummerSlam, WrestleMania, probably the Rumble.
He faced Roman at Backlash.
It was WrestleMania Backlash.
It's still a secondary pay-per-view. And then he had feud with Seth even before. Anyway, I don't know.
So they selected Edge at the end of the second. I don't know. He's just part-timer. Whenever they need him, they can just give him a call and be like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Hey, we need a ratings boost. Come here.
Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah,
so round 3 of the drafts, SmackDown's first pick was Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. I don't know. I don't got anything to say for that.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, so next pick, Raw took the women's tag team.
I got something to say of this. How the fuck is Riddick Moss still employed, but Mojo Rawley
isn't? I don't know.
Mojo Rawley got fired. Aleister Black got fired.
No, he got released.
Well, okay,
Aleister Black got released.
Yeah.
He didn't get fired.
Bobby Fish got released. Like, what the hell? But you're keeping Riddick Moss?
I don't know. I have no idea.
God.
Either way, Raw selected the women's tag team champions of Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH.
There's no tag. By the way, there are no women's tag teams left after this draft.
No.
They got rid of all of them.
No. And then with SmackDown's second pick of the third round, they selected Swerve Scott, Top Dollar, Ashante the Adonis, and BFAT. Also known as the group known as Hit Row, has been drafted to SmackDown.
Swerve was the North American I think he still might be North American champion.
No, I don't think he is.
So he dropped it?
I think he dropped it.
Okay.
I think.
Who?
I have no idea.
Okay. But there's your... I'd been fearing that one would happen.
I'm worried. That's worrying. Especially since they're on SmackDown.
No.
Actually, you know what? I feel like they'll do fine. Since they're on SmackDown.
I'd be more worried if they were on Raw.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Because at least on SmackDown, they have Pat McAfee. Because...
I actually watched that SmackDown. Like, Pat was hyping the hell out of him.
I think he genuinely likes them.
I think he does.
I know he loves Nakamura.
And then with Raw's final pick of round 3, they selected Keith Bearcat Lee.
No surprise.
Heel now, I guess? I didn't know that. I think he is. I don't know.
I think he's just there.
All right. And then the final round of Friday's draft pool.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown selected Naomi.
Whoa.
With their first pick in round 4.
Cool.
Raw selected the tag team of Rey and Dominic Mysterio.
Again, I'm just waiting for Dominic to turn heel.
See, I feel like they still need to put him with his dad still.
Nope.
For a bit. Or they need to,
make him feud with his dad.
See, I feel like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're about ready to do.
Yeah.
And then SmackDown picks, with their second pick of round 4, Jeff Hardy.
Who is still over.
He will be one of those perennial, like, who will always be over.
Yeah.
Like wrestlers in WWE. And then Raw's final pick of round 4 and the final pick of the night, Austin Theory going to Raw.
Love that pick.
See, I'm like, okay, it's cool. He's actually getting, like, the things he deserves. And then I'm like, it's an NXT star on Raw.
But he's got the look that...
Right, but he's got that look.
He's got that look that Vince likes. He's a big muscle guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who can actually go in the ring.
So your thoughts on night 1?
So let's review who Raw selected night 1 and who SmackDown selected.
So SmackDown selected Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Drew McIntyre, The New Day, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, Hit Row, Naomi, and Jeff Hardy. While Raw selected...
So let's review the SmackDown first.
Not really surprised.
There's 2 picks there that stand out as why the hell did you select them around, or like the first day?
What?
And that's Naomi And
Happy Corbin Madcap Moss. I don't know. I don't know.
God,
I
damn.
haven't seen Naomi on my screens on my TV.
She's apparently feuding with Sonya Deville. Apparently.
What?
Oh,
okay.
I don't know. I asked Brent. He told me. I'm like, okay.
Okay,
cool.
that makes no sense, but all right.
Anyway, Raw's picks.
Raw's picks. Big E.
Yep.
Bianca Belair.
Mm-hmm.
The tag team champions of RK Bro. Edge. Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH. Keith Bearcat Lee. Ray and Dominic. And Austin Theory. That's all the picks from night one.
I feel like that's a very solid...
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's very solid. That's all I'm going to say. Like, so, who do you like for each brand?
The Drew McIntyre one really
for SmackDown?
For SmackDown really stands out.
Okay, and for Raw, which one do you really like?
For Raw?
Yeah.
Austin Theory.
That's the one I'm going with. Because, God, could you imagine him versus Keith Lee to get us started off?
Pretty sure that happened on NXT. I could be wrong.
No, I don't think it did.
So, either way, it's a pretty good night.
Yeah. Night 2, however.
Night 2 was very interesting.
Yeah, and there's one pick that I really love.
So, round 1, Raw had the first pick of each round. This time, since they basically flip-flop picks.
Yes, because they're on a different channel.
Raw's first pick of night 1, round 1. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
And Tommy's fanboy goes wild.
I'm going wild right now, as you can tell.
Yes. You love Becky Lynch.
She's good.
Yeah.
The second pick belonged to SmackDown, and they took the tag team champion Usos.
Bloodline stays together.
So
I'm
like, Paul Heyman. I'm like, oh, thank God, I still have a job. The second pick, Bobby Lashley stays with Raw.
Makes sense.
And then Sasha Banks is staying on SmackDown.
So, we said there's a triple threat match at Crown Jewel for the women's title on SmackDown.
She's winning.
That just
right?
confirms it, because... Although, when is Charlotte gonna defend her title?
Her Raw title?
Yeah.
They'd have to do it before Crown Jewel.
Well, they could do a New Day Street Profits and just switch the belts. Just like, all right, you're both the champions. Trade belts.
That's actually... you actually might be right. That actually might happen.
Because I could see them wanting...
Knowing WWE's booking...
I could see them wanting Becky to still be the champ.
No, that's definitely happening.
But at the same time...
No, they're definitely just exchanging belts.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
So that rounds out round 1 of night 2.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2. Seth Rollins is the first pick for Raw in round 2.
Waluigi got selected.
No, it's CrossFit Jesus, sir.
No, Waluigi. Sounds like Waluigi.
CrossFit Jesus.
No, sounds like Waluigi. It's Drip God, thank you.
It's Drip God CrossFit It's Drip CrossFit God. There. I wrote them all in.
What was that?
There, I wrote them all in.
Tommy just had a stroke.
There, I wrote them all in. So the next pick belonged to SmackDown, and they drafted the Intercontinental Champion, King Nakamura.
And Boogs.
With Rick Boogs.
Yeah! Let's go!
Could you imagine an NXT?
Let's go!
Could you imagine NXT if those two were a tag team?
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
What do you mean no?
I need them on SmackDown with Pat McAfee.
I said if Pat was in NXT and they do a tag team match and that's his tag team partner.
That'd be great.
That would be fucking awesome.
But no. His tag team partner is not Nakamura, it's Boogs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Boogs.
I want that.
It's not Shinsuke.
God damn it, I want that now. Fuck.
And then Raw, with the second pick of round 2, picked, or fourth, I don't know, their second pick of the night, like of round 2. They took the U.S. champion Damian Priest.
Makes sense.
And then the final pick of round 2, SmackDown selected Sheamus.
Nah.
So the IC title stays on SmackDown. I feel like they're going to put Sheamus in the IC title picture.
100%. Because I don't see him going, well...
They could put him in the Universal title spot.
I can't see him being... He would have to be a face?
Yeah, no, he doesn't work well as face.
Maybe as a tweener? Maybe just like, oh, you're the toughest guy, fella.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what they're going to do.
If they were to do that, that's how they do it. I don't know.
Round 3, Raw selected Shawn Michaels and Diesel. I'm sorry, AJ Styles and Omos.
Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
Did I say that on accident? That kind of slipped out, didn't it? Am I wrong, though?
No.
Am I wrong, though?
No.
Vince was like, how many years has it been? It's time to refresh. It was time to refresh that.
Well, they did it with Ziggler and McIntyre. Yeah. There's no. It's yeah.
Was Drew McIntyre 7 feet tall?
I mean, he's damn close. Anyway, continue.
Either way, SmackDown selected in round 3 their pick, Shayna Baszler. Interesting.
I like it.
I kind of like it.
I feel like round 3 was a good round.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, because guess what the next pick was?
No spoilers, but.
Guess what the next pick was? Raw selected Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then the final pick of round 3 for SmackDown, they put Xia Li. Or how would I pronounce it?
Xia Li.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, she's doing good work in NXT. And, yeah. Who was Raw's pick that round?
What?
You said Kevin Owens. Who was the other one?
Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles and Owens.
Got it. Next. I guess I'm thinking round 4 was a good
round 4.
Round 4 was a sneaky good round.
Raw selected the Street Profits.
Great.
SmackDown
Great pick.
selected the Vikings. I mean, it's Viking Raiders.
War Raiders. War Machine.
Raw selected Finn Balor.
Good pick.
It's a pretty decent pick.
Yeah.
And then SmackDown selected Ricochet.
That's a damn good round. The next round was even better.
Round 5. They had 6 rounds for Raw because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So round 5, Raw's first pick of the round, they selected Karrion Kross.
Yeah. Good pick. Now actually get him out of that gimp outfit. Get him with Scarlet.
Yeah, exactly. Get him out of that that shit shredder looking outfit and give him Scarlet.
And then just feed him jobbers. Just feed him enhancement talent. And just
I don't know why
him.
they're not doing that.
They need to. Just build him as a murderer. Like, maybe he, injures some of them.
He's a fucking killer in the ring and he's got a hot-ass wife. What is wrong with that? Tell me what is wrong with that. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. There is nothing wrong with that.
So SmackDown's pick of round 5 was Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza.
Good pick.
Which, by the way, they are actually, not kayfabe. They're, actual, legit cousins.
Yeah. And they're a good tag team.
And they're good. And, the next pick, Raw selected Alexa Bliss. And then Cesaro...
You fucking...
Oh, whoops.
You said the word. Anyway... We're not going to say her name again, so it's fine.
Yeah, I have an echo, and I gotta mute it right now.
Because he said the name of a...
Yeah, I said Alexa.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss.
It's not working.
It's
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Anyway.
And then SmackDown's final pick of round 5, they selected Cesaro.
So now we have Sheamus and Cesaro on the same brand again.
Oh no, we're gonna get
Sheamus and Cesaro. Sheamus and
hate
Cesaro.
beach balls.
Yeah, we hate beach balls.
Alrighty, and then the final round of the night.
The best round, sir.
Round 6.
Say it. The best round.
I would say this actually is the best round.
Yes.
Raw selected Carmella with their first pick of the round.
My heart.
Which was like, oh, okay. And then SmackDown, actually, I was like, interesting. They selected Ridge Holland from NXT.
Let's go, big beefy boy.
Which is like, yes. And then Raw selected... I need you to calm down real quick because I'm very worried about this pick.
I can't. I'm going to get so loud with it.
Gable Steveens.
Let's go!
And then the
Minnesota! Born and raised! Yeah! Oh my god. Put him with the Hurt Business. Have him team up with Shelton Benjamin as the new Minnesota stretching crew that Shelton had with Brock Lesnar and OVW. Please! I want this so much. Just make his gimmick a shoot fighter.
Can we talk about that in a second, though?
Yes, go.
And then,
I've just nutted my pants.
And then SmackDown selected Sami Zayn.
Boo!
I have one thing. Before I get into all the other picks that they selected, I have to take Raw's pick of Gable Stevenson with a grain of salt. I'm worried. I'm very worried.
I am too.
Because they can't fuck that up. And if they do...
And they already have a super big African-American gentleman on the roster in Keith Lee. It would have made more sense to send him to SmackDown, but I don't know. Because I feel like
they needed to give him some time in NXT.
Yes!
Not with the title, because I feel like whoever gets the title, it's like radioactive. Like, it's like radioactive, and then whoever gets it gets the main roster, and, kind of falters. I mean, there are certain exceptions.
Finn Balor. And
Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn.
No, Samoa Joe got fucked.
Yeah, because of injuries.
Yeah, fair. Neville. Other NXT champions.
Seth Rollins is an exception.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I don't think he ever had the title.
NXT? 2 times.
He's a 2-timer?
Mm-hmm. He beat Joe both times for it.
Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Adam Cole because he's in a different company now.
Yeah.
That's all I can really think of.
Bobby Roode,
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. There you go. That one might be the most successful is Drew. Drew or Seth.
Not Seth?
Drew or Seth.
I believe they are triple... I think they are Grand Slam champions each.
Yep. They are. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they technically are. I mean...
Yep.
But I'm worried about...
The
Gable Stevenson.
They should have sent him down. So his brother is also in developmental right now?
I feel like they need to put him at least... I know you're going to hate this. Maybe at least 2 years in NXT.
No, I don't hate that.
To get him, hell, maybe longer. I don't know.
Well,
3 at the max.
So here's the thing. Angle got signed in 98?
Right, but the Angle stuff was different, though.
Same pedigree.
But same pedigree.
I could see it. By the way, Barstool now sponsors a WWE superstar.
Oh, I guess they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, and I own his t-shirt.
Either way, it's just like, they can't fuck this up. But knowing WWE as of late, they probably are. And as much as you're gonna hear me to hate that, as much as you hate hearing me say that, it's true.
No, I know it is. It's damn true.
It's damn true. Damn it. You beat me by 1 second.
If they give him the gimmick of...
Just give me
the wrestling machine.
Just give me the wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
No,
and then there we
2006 Kurt Angle, where he's just intense and wanting to kill everyone.
Right, exactly. TNA
give
Kurt
me,
Angle.
Well, okay, that one too, yes. But just give me that give me that Kurt Angle, but
give me
Gable Stevenson doing that?
Give me a hybrid of Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, and then we have a deal.
Yeah. No, that's about right. Yeah. Wow, that is actually spot on. Yeah. But you got to make him like super Minnesotan or something.
Right, exactly. That's why I said Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. So I believe the Monday after Raw went off the air, Monday night, they had additional draft picks. Supplement, which is basically pretty much.
Yeah. No, that's what it was. It was supplemental or just
Raw
free agent
selected
signings or something.
I don't know. I guess so.
Anyway,
Raw selected these people. I will just go on the list right now and make it quick. Dana Brooke, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode.
The Dirty Dogs!
Jackson Riker, Veer. I have no idea who that
is. He's one of Jinder Mahal's boys.
Liv Morgan, Mia Yim, Tamina, Tegan Knox, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander. The Hurt Business, basically.
The Hurt Business are still on Raw.
I'm glad they're back together. And then The Miz.
And John Morrison.
It just says The Miz on
WWE's John Morrison also got signed.
Okay.
To Raw.
And then Jinder Mahal and Shanky on SmackDown.
Yep.
Natalia, or as I like to call the women's version of Big Show, because she can't figure out whether she's going to be face or heel.
I mean, that's fair.
And then SmackDown's last one was Shotzi Blackheart, which they just call her Shotzi now. Which is like, what?
But that means that they have now split up Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart.
It's like, why?
And they've split up Natalya and Tamina, meaning there are no women's tag teams
left. There are
left.
literally no women's tag teams left.
Doudrop also got signed to Raw. So, that original tweet that you saw that had all of them.
Here, I can look for it in a second.
Just do the overall that are left.
Oh, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I got you, man. So, this is...
So there are some other ones. Aaliyah
got drafted to.
Drew Gulak.
Say where they got drafted to.
These are SmackDowns.
Okay.
Aaliyah, Drew Gulak, Mace, Mansoor, Eric. Oh wait, that's one of the Viking Raiders. Who did I say? Aaliyah,
Drew, Mansoor,
Drew Gulak, Mace.
Yep.
Mansoor.
Yep.
Mustafa Ali.
Okay, so there.
Tony Storm.
There's another tag team for SmackDown.
Tony Storm.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for Raw.
And then Raw, they had Akira Tozawa.
How did you mess up Akira Tozawa's name?
I almost said Tozawa.
What the hell, man?
Akira Tozawa, Commander Aziz with
Apollo
Creed.
Cruz.
Apollo Crews. Sorry. This is so hard to find.
Okay, just go back to
Mia Yim.
Just go back to SmackDown and announce all the SmackDown picks.
Okay, this is all the SmackDown picks.
Just do it this way.
Aaliyah, Jeff Hardy, Ricochet, Angel Garza, The Usos, Ridge Holland, Hit Row, Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, The New Day, Drew Gulak, Mace, Shayna Baszler, Drew McIntyre, Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, Sheamus, Mansoor, Shotzi Blackheart, Mustafa Ali, Tony Storm, Humberto Carrillo, and Angel Garza, Naomi, Natalia, and Xylee.
Roman Reigns.
I said Roman Reigns.
Okay. You also missed Boogs.
And Brick Boogs.
Yeah.
And did I say Sasha? I did say Sasha.
No, you didn't.
Sasha Banks.
Go to Raw's now.
All right, Raw. This is a doozy. So I'm not going to do like the tag team and all that stuff. I'm just going to say all the names.
Yeah, it makes sense.
AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Alexa Bliss, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Austin Theory, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Big E, Bobby Lashley, Carmella, Cedric Alexander, Chad Gable, Commander Aziz, Damian Priest, Dana Brooke, Dolph Ziggler, Dominic Mysterio, Doudrop, Drake Maverick, Edge, Finn Balor, Gable Stevenson, Jackson Riker, John Morrison, Karrion Kross, Keith Bearcat Lee, Kevin Owens, Liv Morgan, Mia Yim, Montez Ford, MVP, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Omos, Otis, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Reggie, Rey Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Riddle, Robert Roode, Seth Rollins, Shelton Benjamin, T-Bar, Tamina, Tegan Nox, The Miz, Veer, and Zelina Vega.
You need a cigarette after saying all those. So yeah, those are, there are plenty of others that haven't been signed yet that will probably get signed here.
They'll show up on TV and they won't say anything. They'll be like, yeah, they're on Raw now. Or
they got signed.
Or like, yeah, they're on SmackDown now.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's Raw 1, by the way. There's the thing Sean Ross Sapp put out. It's like, who won the draft, Raw or SmackDown? It's
Raw.
Like, Raw. It's not even close.
No. Not at all.
I'm just worried with Gable Stevenson. That's the one big giant red flag I have out of all of this.
Yeah.
It's like they can't can't rush it. But knowing WWE as of late, they are.
He really needs to be in NXT with the new breed of
Oh
NXT.
my god, he has to be in... Oh my god, give me a feud with him in Rex Steiner.
Yeah.
Exactly
what I was thinking.
I will cream my pants if that actually happened.
That's what I was thinking. Having that. And also Rich Holland. I was surprised he got brought up already.
Yeah.
I thought he would have been in
You know
NXT
what was the
for a
name I
little bit.
thought was going to be brought up?
Peter Dunne?
No, MSK.
No.
Although Peter Dunne would have been...
Peter Dunne, I could have easily seen...
There was a report that Walter is stateside right now.
I would not have been surprised if he got drafted.
I'm not really opposed to it.
I'm not either.
I'm gonna pull up Sean. Sean was the one who reported it. I know.
But yeah, that I don't know, man. We'll see. Anything else happen in the world of wrestling?
No, that's pretty much it.
That's it. King of the Ring starts this week, correct?
So King of the Ring does start this Friday on SmackDown. We still don't know who the fuck is in this thing. Oh, and the Queen of the Ring, basically, which is just the Queen's crown.
Yeah, which...
Just call it Queen of the fucking Ring.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
Tessa signed with Women of Wrestling. They revived Women of Wrestling. Wow.
They revived WoW?
Yeah, they're reviving WoW, and they signed Tessa. Yeah, I can tell you're really pissed off right now.
Fuck!
So, Brock is leaving. This has been another edition of Wayne. We will see you, again? When do we drop this again? Thursday? I don't know. I gotta go see if Brock's okay. He's probably about ready to jump off a cliff, so. See you guys.